All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Jaguars Sports Network. We were having a bit of technical difficulties, but we got everything situated, and we are now live streaming you the softball game here at the park at St. Mary's University. I am Tony Talamantes, technical director and commentator for Jaguars Sports Network, and I am here with the lovely, talented president of Jaguars Sports Network, Brian Lopez. Brian, how are you today?
Good, good. Thank you. As you were saying, we did have some technical difficulties, but we're working through them, making sure we push forward and give you the best possible stream we can. Again, it's a lovely day here for a softball game.
Absolutely. Couldn't have asked for better weather, Brian. And the Jaguars are down 3-1 here at the top of the third inning. And we'll see what the Jaguars can cook up here. The Saints had a home run in the top of the first inning, Brian. They loaded up their bases, and then they hit a home run, which just gave them the score 3-0 early.
That's right, Tony. I sadly missed that. I'm sad about that, but as you see the scores, 3-1 right here.
Yes, sir. It counts 3-0 with 2 outs. And number 23 from the Saints is going to walk. Caitlin Terrazas was walking. Limon still on the mound for the Jaguars. She's been here the whole game. A hit is going to go right above the press box. That's Ava Hernandez at bat.
Got to watch out for the balls right here. Almost going for us at the conference here in the conference booth.
Absolutely, Brian. I left my mitt at home, so.
That's a recurring thing right there. You always forget it at home. Or you say it's in your car.
Not in the car today, Brian. I definitely left it at home. Oh, that's a hit by Hernandez. It's going to go left field. Oh, that's out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Another homer for the Saints. Ava Hernandez knocking it all the way in left field, Brian.
Home run after home run. Wow.
2 of them already in this first competition, this doubleheader. Brings the score to 7-1. Brian, not a favorable position for the Jaguars.
That's right, and just the third inning right here for this first game of the doubleheader.
(7-1), and I'd like to remind everybody that the rule we have here for women's softball and the Red River Athletic Conference is an 8 after 5 rule. So if the Saints are up by 8 runs at the end of the 5th inning, that'll conclude the competition. And right now, the Saints are getting close to doing just that, Brian.
That's right, Tony.
Christy Salas is next at bat for the Saints.
We love hearing the cheers here in the dugout area for their team members.
Absolutely. The Saints are very active on the side. The Jaguars are unusually quiet today, Brian, as that grand slam by Ava Hernandez.
That's right. I mean, they are against their cross-city rivals for this game. Got to stay focused.
Another hit right down the middle, and it's going to be caught by the midfielder, and that'll end this top of the third inning as Jaguars able to escape with just 4 innings and scores 7-1 as we're going to get ready for the bottom of this third inning. We'll go ahead and send it into a little break. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here, and the Jaguars will be hitting that at the plate. It's number 5 for the Jaguars. Kaylee Barlow. She gets it, and then she's going to run for first, and she is going to be beaten by the ball, and now we have one out for the Jaguars. We do want to thank everybody for tuning in to the Jaguars Sports Network. As I mentioned, we were fighting some technical difficulties, and we were able to get everything sorted out, so thank you for still tuning in, believing in the stream. If you are new to the channel, don't be afraid to like and subscribe, as we're trying to reach our goal of 900 subscribers, and our Instagram as well, Jaguar Sports Network. We're trying to grow to 500 followers on Instagram, so give us a follow there, and don't be afraid to comment in the chat. Let us know who you're rooting for and who you're supporting, whether it's Saints or Jaguars. As Cristiano Luera is at bat. Pitch was a little high, so the count will take us to 2-0 with one out. Score 7-1. Gotta mention, Brian, pitching for the Saints is number 44, Ava Hernandez, and she's the one that hit that grand slam in the top of the inning.
Really? I did not know that.
So she can do it all.
That's for sure.
Ball's gonna go foul. Take the count of 3-1.
Spectators gotta watch out for those balls right there.
Absolutely, Brian. The Nets always doing hard work here at the park at St. Mary's. Ooh, nice little hit by Luera. That's going to roll down the middle. She's going to make it to first base. Nice little chip shot, I would say, Brian. That went right down the middle past the pitcher. And we got a runner on first. One out. Jordan Henry stepping up to the plate. If you remember, Brian, I believe our last game we broadcast, she hit a massive hit that went down the left field, hit the fence, and was able to get 3 RBIs off that hit. So
that's right. I do remember that. Gotta say, it's a good start for the third inning for the Lady Jags.
Absolutely. One runner on and only one out. I got to get some runs in here as the score is 7-1. Slowly approaching that 5th inning. Strike will bring the count to 1-1 with one out. Another strike. Henry gets contact, but that ball is going to go foul.
I had a duck for that one, Tony.
Pitch is a little high. We're going to count 2-2. Shout out to the Man Cave Sports asking where's Tony Talamantes' word of the day, and we'll go ahead and bring that up in the second game of this doubleheader, and thank you for reminding us, as we almost forgot about one of the most important things in Jaguar Sports Network history.
That's right. We got to keep consistent on that. Thank you for this boot again.
Absolutely, Brian. The roof of this booth is doing a lot of work protecting our heads here. As they're trying to find the ball, I think. They got it. Oh, Jordan Henry's going to strike out. Eva Hernandez getting that strikeout brings the Jaguars to 2 outs, Brian.
Risky position right here for the Lady Jags. Got to make something of this third inning right here.
Absolutely. It seems like this bottom of the third is now or never, Brian, as we know these Saints can hit, and so can the Jags. That's going to go left field. Drops in. Got runners on first and second now, Brian. With Karina Perez heading to bat. That ball's going to go foul. Counts 0-2, 2 outs. Runners on first and second.
Again, I love the unique chants in the dugout area there, Tony.
Absolutely, Brian. It seems that each player of the Jaguars that steps to the bat, each chant is different. That's what it sounds like.
That's right.
You said the Jaguars, even though they are in a little bit of a rut right now, they are still in high spirits as they know it's not over yet, Brian. Perez gets a hit. Oh, and it's an error right there. And we got runners on first, second, and third now, Brian, as that was an error by the Saints. And Jaguars need to capitalize on this opportunity, Brian.
That's right. That was a solid hit right there. All bases full.
Shout out to Sharon Caldwell in the chat. Very kind words as our beloved comrade Cameron Caldwell was out today, but we are here and glad that you're here to join us as well. Always a pleasure to have you, Grandma Caldwell. Tori Campos is at bat, counts 1-0, 2 outs, and bases are loaded, Brian.
That's right. It's a great position to be right here.
a strike, and counts 2-2. 2 outs, and that'll be swinging a miss, sending all those Jaguars on the bases back to the dugout. Jaguars are unable to get any scores. The bottom of the third there, Brian, and now they're still down 7-1 heading into the top of the fourth inning, and we'll see what they can do as it's getting closer and closer to that fifth inning, Brian. So we'll go ahead and send it into a little break. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back here at the park, and something to note is that the Jaguars did make a change at pitcher. It's no longer Limon on the mound. It's Obregon will be pitching the rest of this first game of the doubleheader that we have here at the park at St. Mary's. And if you're walking into the stadium, you must be careful. As the president next to me is pointing out, there's a skunk in the parking lot, so be careful if you are heading to the game live, as Brian Lopez has an eye for animals, and the dog is almost
right.
running at it, as that ball is going to go right down the middle. Middle outfield is able to get under it. The skunk is slowly moving towards the field. Still outside. Skunk is making its way to left field, and I think the Jaguars are going to have a second outfielder, Brian, on left field.
I guess no matter where you are, what species you are, you gotta love a good softball game.
Now batting for the Saints, number 6, Kayla Rogers.
Kayla Rogers at bat for the Saints. Counts 2-0. 1 out. Obregon on the mound. Counts 3-1 with 1 out, and we want to take the time to thank everybody for joining the stream. If you're new to the Jaguars Sports Network, don't be scared to like and subscribe, turn on the notification bell to get notified when the Jaguars go live, as we're trying to reach our goal of 900 subscribers by the end of this semester. And follow us on Instagram as well if you are so kindly. Jaguar Sports Network on Instagram as well. Trying to reach 500 followers by the end of the semester. Lily Rocha on the at bat. Oh, and that's going to be an error for the second baseman. His catcher was able to see it and counts 1-1, 1 out. Runner was able to steal that second base.
Oh. A hit to the player right there.
So that'll send her straight to first base. Brian got runners on first and second, and from what we've seen from the Saints, they set it up and then they knock it out of the park, Brian. So we'll see if Jaguars are going to have a discussion on the mound. Xenia Perez at bat for the Saints. His runners are on first, second, 1 out. Obregon on the mound. Ooh, that ball's up. And unable to catch it as that's going to go foul. But Jaguars had an ample opportunity right there to get under it, Brian. Unable to catch that ball. That would have been huge for them.
That's right, Tony. It is a sunny day. Maybe the sun got in her eyes. Who knows?
It's true. The sun is always a factor. Dak Prescott knows about that, playing for Jerry Jones. And that goes up. And Jordan Henry's able to get under it. Brings it to 2 outs. Grace Ross at bat for the Saints. Oof. That ball's all the way left field, and are able to get under it. The Jaguars left outfielder. So Jaguars able to escape that. Could have been catastrophe, and that'll take us to the bottom of the 4th inning. We'll go ahead and send into a little break.
Welcome back as we're in the bottom of the 4th inning here with the Jaguars hitting. Count is 1-0 with 0 outs.
Foul ball.
Bottom of this 4th inning, Brian, the Jaguars got to get something cooking as they're down 7-1.
That's right. The 5th inning is approaching. And remind me, what is the mercy rule
Good
again?
hit by the Jaguar, number 11. Rachel Warren able to get it to left field. She'll head to first. Runner on first. But that's, yes, Brian will take the time to remind everybody that 8 after 5 rule. If a team is up by 8 innings at the end of the 5th or after the 5th, that'll conclude the competition. And as we are at the bottom of the 4th inning, like I said, Jaguars got to get going here as Ashlyn Weinert is at bat.
Foul ball.
Got to say, Brian, the Saints fans know how to travel. They have a canopy in the bleachers to take cover from the, not only the sun, but maybe any air and balls that'll go foul.
That's right, Tony. As we've seen in previous games, all these balls almost hitting the spectators right there.
The spectators just seem to have stone face when the balls approach them, Brian. They just let it drop next to them. Don't even flinch.
Some even trying to catch them.
With their bare hands.
That's right.
Counts 0-2. 0 outs, 1 runner. On first base is Weinart. At bat. They'll send her to the dugout for the 3rd strike, and we'll bring out Alyssa Facenti at bat.
Now batting for the Jaguars, number 15, Alyssa Vicente.
Ooh, good hit by Vicente, and they'll make it to first, but they're going to get another out. Rachel Warren will head back to the dugout. The Saints were quick on that play, Brian, able to capitalize on the ball going down the middle, getting 1 Jaguar out.
That's right, Tony. It's a dangerous position here for the Lady Jags.
Kaylee Barlow.
Kaylee Barlow here at bat. Something I mentioned, Brian, that we haven't is that the Arlington of the Lake University Saints softball team won the NAIA Softball National Championship last year. And now they are 12-0 in conference play as Jaguars are finding themselves with their hands full in this one. Oh, that's going to go right down the middle and into the hands of the midfielder from Barlow. And Jaguars heading back to the dugout. Quick end of 4 innings. We'll be getting ready for the 5th inning, Brian. Saints up 7-1. We'll see what can happen here as we go into a little break. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, A.J. Flores is at bat for the Saints. Another change at pitcher, Brian, is Kaylee Barlow's pitching. That ball is going to go foul. So the Jaguars are in desperation, changing their pitcher once again. Pitch is a little high and takes the count to 1-1. Pitch was right. 3-1 is the count. Saints dugout very active. Brian is, that pitch is going to send Flores straight to first base. Nice breeze blowing into the press box, Brian, as it's a nice day to drive with the windows down. It's not too hot, not too cold, nice and breezy as Kalen Terrazas is at bat for the Saints.
That's right, Tony. We got more of a cool breeze compared to this past week. It's very strong winds.
Absolutely. They had to, during the spring break, the winds were so rough they had to cancel one of the golf tournaments the men's golf team was playing in. They only played one round of golf, or they typically play 3 rounds.
That's right, Tony. It was totally unplayable. One hit from the ball and fly back.
Oh, nice hit. Oh, it's going to go to first, and they're going to get her.
Quick thinking right there.
Please.
Wow.
Get him out. Nice play from the Lady Jaguars, Brian. As that happens so fast, blink my eyes, and there's 2 outs.
That's right. You'll blink and you'll miss it.
Now batting for the Saints, number 44, Ava Hernandez.
Ava Hernandez is back at bat, which we remember had that grand slam at the top of the 3rd inning, Brian. So we'll see what she's got in store.
Foul ball.
Ooh, contact by Hernandez. That ball's going to go up, and Weinart's going to get under it, sending Hernandez and the Saints back to their dugouts. And going to the bottom of the 5th inning, Brian, the Jaguars are still alive here as they're only down by 6.
That's right, Tony. And just remind the viewers right now, does the mercy rule still play in effect after the 5th inning?
I believe so, Brian. If they're up by 8, then that'll conclude the competition. But don't have to worry about that now, as the Jaguars are heading to the bottom of the 5th and get a couple runs going, and they can scratch towards a comeback, Brian. And with that, we'll go ahead and send it into a little break. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back here at the park at St. Mary's for this Red River Athletic Conference softball matchup between the Texas A&M University San Antonio Jaguars and the Our Lady of the Lake University Saints. Christiana Luera is at the bat for the Jaguars. The count is 2-0. Hernandez still on the mound for the Saints.
Lady Jags got to take any advantage they can. They are in a risky position right now.
Absolutely, Brian. They're down 7-1. Good hit by Luera. That's going to go left field. She's going to make it to first base.
Again, we'd like to thank St. Mary's for letting us use their facilities right here, the field, or the park as they call it, and their great booth right here, which I don't know how we could do it without it.
Absolutely, it would be burning out there, and the heat is in the sun. It's tough, but in the shade, it's nice. Gotta say, what a great walkout song for number 26, Haley McDonald. One of my all-time favorite songs for anything, Brian, as that ball's gonna go right. And it appears to still be in play, and Luera's going to go for third. And she's safe. Got runners in first and third, Brian. I thought that was going to go foul, but I guess the first baseman got a hand on it.
Quick thinking right there by the Lady Jags. They got to take any advantage they can.
Samara Aguilar is next up to bat for the Lady Jaguars.
Now batting for the Jaguars, number 8, Samara Aguilera.
Ooh, that's going to go up, but the second baseman able to get under it. Karina Perez is up at bat. One out so far for the Jaguars.
Still good position to be.
Absolutely, Brian. They got Lure on third and Donald on first. Ooh, that was a little left. Counts 2-0.
Got to watch out for these pitches right here.
Absolutely, Brian is. Well, Perez able to get a hit on it, and that's gonna get Lure out at one. They're able to get both second and first, Brian, and that'll send the Jaguars back to the dugout. As Saints able to place a great defensive play there, Brian, and unable to get that run in for Luera. They stopped it just in time.
That's right, Tony. There's quick thinking right here in both teams.
Absolutely. That'll keep the score to 7-1 as we head to the 6th inning. We'll go ahead and send it to a little break. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're back here at the park. Top of the 6th inning. Saints are up 7-1 as Kaylee Barlow is still on the mound for the Jaguars as that ball is a little inside. Counts 2-0 as Saints able to get a hit on it. Number 8. Left outfielder. Wondering that was Christy Salas who hit it. We're heading back to the dugout. Lexi Escamilla is heading to bat for the Saints.
Now batting for the Saints, number 5, Lexi Escamilla.
Strike 1 there for Escamilla. Remind me, Brian, I think this might be the first time we've seen Barlow on the mound.
I can't recall. I believe so.
Able to get contact, and that's going to be beat by the ball. Escamilla's heading back to the dugout. Good awareness from third baseman Weiner to get it to first base, Brian, is 2 outs.
Now batting for the Saints, number
That's right, Tony. Don't know what the coach said to the Lady Jags during the little break, but whatever it is, it's taking effect.
Kayla Rogers here at bat for the Saints. Ball's going to go foul. Bringing the count 1-2. 2 outs. The top of the 6th inning here at the park at St. Mary's University. Do want to thank them for allowing us to use their facilities and their press box as well. And I also want to thank everybody for tuning in. If you're just joining us here at the Jaguars Sports Network on YouTube, don't be afraid to subscribe and like and turn on that notification bell to get notified of all things Jaguar Sports as that ball's high up. Bringing the count to 2-2. And find us on Instagram as well, Jaguar Sports Network. Trying to reach 500 followers by the end of the semester.
That's right, Tony. Again, we do love all the support that everyone shows, even just by commentating or looking to stream or even liking a post. Again, thank you all.
Absolutely. Don't be afraid to chat who you're rooting for in the chat. Saints, Jaguars, or just softball. Don't be afraid of that comment box as counts 3-2, 2 outs. Barlow's pitch is inside, and that'll send a runner on first. Oh, Barlow's going to hit Roca straight off, and that's going to send her straight to first base, Brian. Now you got runners on first and second.
That's right, Tony. A little common theme right here we're seeing for this game.
Everybody's umpire's having a discussion. Getting ready to resume play, and it looks like we will be resuming play here as Tania Rodriguez is at bat. And that'll be a strike. 0-1 is the count with 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Barlow still on the mound. Pitch is a little high. Rodriguez able to get contact, but that ball's going to go foul. Counts 1-2.
Foul ball.
3-2 is the count, 2 outs. Rodriguez still at bat. And that's going to be inside, sending her to first base. Base is loaded, Brian. Grace Ross is heading to at bat, and we'll see what the Jaguars have planned here for Grace Ross. Is believe when she hit is what got that last home run, but I cannot remember, Brian. Well, way back in the first inning, I believe it was her that hit that home run. So Jaguars going to be careful here.
That's right, Tony. Not the kind of outcome they were expecting right here.
Oh, and that ball is going to right field. It's going to drop and send one Saint to home and another Saint to home, making another to third. That's 2 RBIs for Ross as she made it all the way to third base, Brian. That's bringing the score up to 9-1. Jaguars falling on the top of this 6th inning, Brian.
Gotta say, Tony, that was a solid hit right there.
Absolutely, Brian. A perfect hit down the right field. And I apologize, it was 3 runs, and I can't count today. That's why I'm a communications major and not in business. But the score is 10-1. Jaguars down by 9. They're having a discussion on the mound right now, Brian.
Just got to use all the fingers.
But as I mentioned, Brian, these Saints were the NAIA champions last year, and it's showing here at the park at St. Mary's. As all these Lady Saints can hit the ball extremely well, Brian.
That's right, Tony. The Lady Jags really got to take their opponent very seriously right here.
3-run shot, grand slam, and a 3-run triple.
As they should, as this is a cross-city rivalry. As any rivalry goes, they're trying to make a statement to show who runs the softball game in the city of San Antonio for the Red River Athletic Conference, and they're doing just that right now, Brian.
Couldn't agree more, Tony.
As AJ Flores is at bat. She hits it right down the left. The shortstop's unable to get over, and that's going to send Ross straight to home. And AJ Flores is going to stay at first. Jaguars down 10 now. Trying to escape the top of the 6th inning, Brian.
Now batting for the Saints, number 23,
Caitlin Terrazas at bat. Barlow still on the mound. Oh, what a smack by Caitlin Terrazas, and that's going to send her to the first. Runners on first and second, Brian, as Ava Hernandez is stepping onto the plate. Like I had mentioned earlier, she hit that grand slam earlier, and scary position for the Jaguars. Oof. Ball went foul. Looks like it was hitting straight to us, Brian. Thank goodness for the net. Made me jump out of my seat right there.
That's right, Tony. We couldn't do without this net.
Ball is gonna go up to ball, so that'll bring the count 1-1. 2 outs. Jaguars trying to escape this top of the 6th inning. Oh, Hernandez smacks it. That's gonna go foul. Actually got some torque on that swing, Brian. You can send that ball all the way into the parking lot in Lot D of the St. Mary's campus, which I hope it does not go that way. My car is parked over there, so.
That's right, Tony. I believe we all parked right there.
Oh, Hernandez smacked it. But we're going to get our left outfielder able to get under it, and that'll end the top of the 6th inning. Jaguars escaping, heading to the bottom of the 6th.
ladies and gentlemen, in the middle of the 6th inning, Saints 11.
Jaguars need to do something, otherwise that'll be it, Brian. So
That's right, Tony. Kind of an unexpected outcome right here for the 6th inning.
absolutely, Brian. And as we wait anxiously for the bottom of the 6th, we'll go ahead and send into a little break. Keep it here, Jaguar Sports Network. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to this doubleheader of Red River Athletic Conference softball between your Texas A&M University San Antonio Jaguars and Our Lady of the Lake University Saints. Saints are up big after that top the sixth inning, Brian, as they're up 11-1, and Jaguars need to get cooking here if they want to continue play, Brian. As Kaylee, I apologize. Emily Palacio is at bat. Counts 1-2. Do want to thank everybody in the YouTube watching live for joining us at Jaguar Sports Network, where we broadcast all things Jaguar sports, from soccer to basketball to now softball, Brian. And don't be afraid to hit that like and subscribe button, comment where you're from, who you're rooting for, and turn on the notifications if you want to know when if you want to get that ding to know when the Jaguar Sports Network is live or when we update anything on our YouTube, as well as following us on Instagram. And swing and a miss will send Palacio back to the dugout. 1 out. Jaguars in trouble here, Brian.
That's right, Tony. We couldn't do it without our viewers. We all do it for you. We all do it for our team, the opposing team, and for all sports lovers out there.
Rachel Warren at bat. Ooh, good hit. It's going to go up, and Saints able to get under it. From Rachel Warren, that'll send her back to the dugout. 2 outs already, Brian. Jaguars desperately need to get something here.
That's right, Tony. This is the riskiest position you could be in.
For the Jaguars, number 00, Ashlyn Weinert.
Ashlyn Weinert is here at the plate. Gets a hit and straight to the second baseman, and that's going to conclude the first game of this doubleheader. If I am correct here. It looks like, yes, that'll be the conclusion of this first game of the doubleheader. Brian, the final score, the Jaguars 1, the Saints 11. Tough outing for the first game against the champs, but they are champs for a reason, Brian. And it showed in this first game as they had a couple of home runs, a grand slam, and only a couple of hits is what did it, Brian. So we'll see what the Jaguars can do in this second matchup of this doubleheader. That'll be taking place at 4 p.m. So keep it locked here at the Jaguar Sports Network, and we'll see y'all on the next one. Thank you, everybody.